back at the airport again in less than 48 hours, but that's okay. I'm excited to go back to Athens. I've really enjoyed being in the US for so long, but I am kind of missing my apartment. The strange thing was when I got to DFW today, it was basically empty. Like the parking lot was very full, but once we got into the building, there was like nobody in line waiting to check their bags. And literally there was one person in front of me at security and they went into a different line. So that was amazing. I had like 2 hours to kill. So I hung out with my family for a little bit longer. I'm gonna actually go have lunch before I head out. I'm stopping for one last Mexican food hit. I got sour cream chicken enchiladas. And I'm now sitting at the gate, waiting to board. I think we board in about 45 minutes. So it's been smooth. I like it when it's smooth. Fingers crossed the rest of it's smooth. I was flying in premium economy, and both this and economy were fairly empty on this flight, which was very surprising. I don't think I'd have been on an empty flight like that in a while. They did serve us dinner. It was meh, to say the least. But I did watch an amazing movie, and I don't always talk about what I watch on the flights, but I feel like this is definitely one worth mentioning. It's called The Outrun. It starred Saoirse Ronan. I may have totally bungled that name, but it's based on a book, and I loved it. The rest of the flight was pretty smooth. I sat next to a really nice girl in premium economy, and we had a nice chat, and I actually slept on this flight, which is always amazing to me because I never sleep on these flights. Like, I try, but I never can. So I ended up watching this and some other movie that was terrible. And then near the end, they served us a nice light breakfast, which was always appreciated.
Read my eyes, do I want to stay? If you thought you weren't made that way, it's the choices we make.
Today's experience in Heathrow was very smooth. Yay. Security did not take 30 minutes like it did last time. They are still working out the kinks, though, with the new machine. So if you're flying anytime soon, be prepared. But it was a little bit better. I am sitting here at the Pret-a-Manger, the one in Terminal 5, not the one in Terminal 3. And I'm just going to get some work done. My flight doesn't leave for another, a bajillion hours. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning here, and my flight leaves at 12:55. And when I got off the flight from Dallas, it said that there was a potential that my flight could be delayed because of some storm, which I knew there was a storm, but I was hoping that it would be like later in the day. So we'll see how this all works out. I really hope that I don't get stuck here because I don't have warm clothes. I would love to get stuck in London, a day or two. That'd be great, but I don't have very warm clothes, and it's quite chilly here. So we'll see what happens. I always kind of wonder if people walk by and see me editing my own face and wonder what that's about. It is what it is. The video got edited and uploaded, but I didn't have time to work on the thumbnail before I left.
Said I think I know what you mean. Pretty good for a dumb machine.
I got several hours of work done, which was really good. So I'm gonna go see if my gate has been announced. I don't think so, because my flight doesn't board for another hour, but I couldn't sit there anymore. My bottom was starting to fall asleep. Find the boards. They used to have a really big one, and I don't see it anymore. So let's go around and go look at this one on the other side of the Starbucks. Oh wow, this Starbucks got completely renovated. It's super fancy. And there's a lot more seating area. It says gate announced at 12:05. It is, I think 10:05. I'm not sure. My watch is still on Dallas time. It's actually 11:07, so that's good. They'll probably board around a little after 12, so I shouldn't have to wait too much longer. So I'm going to go back to Pret a Manger and get a sandwich and some chips for the ride, the flight, and then maybe just walk around. I should get more work done, but I can't sit anymore. I feel like there's lots of new things. I don't remember this sportswear store being here last year. I also did walk around a little bit when they originally said there might be a delay for my flight to see if there was some place that I could get like some warm weather clothes in case I needed to stay the night. There is an accessorize upstairs in Terminal 5 that had hats and gloves and scarves. So that probably would have helped. And now that I see that sports store, I'm like, oh, I could have got like a hoodie. So I wouldn't be like super warm, but I would be a little bit warmer dressed than I am now. I just don't have a coat and my pants are a bit thin. So I do have a lightweight scarf. I don't normally go into the duty free because I don't see the point really. But they seem to have a special display of my favorite perfume, which is the YSL Black Opium. So I might have to venture over there and see what's going on. All right, before I get too wrapped up in looking at stuff in duty free, I need to go back to Pret and get my lunch. It was basically them just giving out like samples and explaining the perfumes, which I don't need because I have a bottle of it back in Athens and a travel one that I travel with, so I'm a dedicated fan. Okay, when I come here, I like to get the chicken avocado basil sandwich. I hope they have it. It is definitely gross out there, but I have not seen any things on the flight display saying that anything is delayed, so that's good. It was kind of a rocky landing when I got here, but it didn't last, and we didn't have hardly any turbulence, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that nothing else happens. It's about 5:30 in the morning for me. No, later than that. 5:45. Okay, not much later. So I am tired, and I'm still going to be up for at least 6 more hours. No, 7 maybe. There was a flight earlier to Athens that left from A17. Now, I don't see them usually leaving from the same gates here in Heathrow, but I'm going to sort of head that direction and see what else is down here and hope that I haven't gone the entire wrong direction. But if I have, A is not very small. It's usually not an issue.
That was when you woke me up. All this time, I didn't know I had my heart on stand.
Finally got a gate announcement. Well, notification? I don't know. Anyway, A12. So I'm glad I only went like halfway down because I would have had to walk all the way back down this way.
What it means to be a human.
Yay for no delay. It's a very full flight though, so I doubt I will have this row to myself, but I'm going to enjoy it for the few minutes that I have it. Another flight where I fell asleep, and this time I fell asleep for pretty much the entire flight. I only woke up about 25 minutes before we were about to land, just enough time for me to get up and go to the bathroom and come back to my seat. We got a spectacular view of the sunset over Athens, which I don't often see, and then obviously landing in beautiful Athens.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Greece immigration was super fast. They had every window manned, so I think I went through in like 10 minutes. It was great. I have not noticed this before. I think it's new, at least new to me. It's a Vodafone SIM card booth inside the baggage claim hall. And so if you're looking for a SIM card when you land, there's now a place to get one before you even exit, which is nice because it's always been an issue here. I made it home. I changed out of my gross plain clothes. It's just a little after 8, so I'm gonna try to like get into a routine of going to bed at a normal hour and not now. So I think I'm gonna order some food, wash my face, because wow, and relax a little bit, and maybe do some unpacking. We'll see. I don't know why my nose is so red. The taxi was quite warm though. That could have something to do with it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.